So my name is Bosun Tijani from Co-Creation of Nigeria. I'm the CEO and co-founder.
Bosun, you've got a project running in schools at the moment with the Raspberry Pi Foundation.
Absolutely.
Describe that to me.
So what we're doing with Raspberry Pi is it's something we've called Geeks Club, and Geeks Club is really looking at ways of engaging secondary school students in Nigeria with technology. So engaging them to learn about technology that they use, but also engaging them to use technology to learn how to become makers. So with Geeks Club, we actually expose kids to basic things like HTML, CSS, how to build website. We engage them to building animations using Scratch. They learn Python as well.
They're also doing home automation.
Yeah, some kids actually choose to go the hardware route where they use the Raspberry Pi to build home automation system.
And how are you delivering that into the classroom?
So what we're doing, bearing in mind the current challenges that we have in this part of the world, which is the fact that we struggle at times to find teachers in school that can deliver such programs. So what we've done is to recruit recent graduates from universities. We have our home curriculum, which we then take them through an intensive course on. We train them on how to deploy our curriculum in schools, but also how to use the kits from Raspberry Pi as well. Then we deploy them to schools, and they become the facilitators.
And you're launching a edtech incubator and research center. Tell me about that. So
Relearn it's something that is not coming out of all our efforts around education, and what we want to do with Relearn is actually first to help make sense out of the best way to use technology in classrooms across Nigeria. There's been a lot of investments already in trying to seed computers into schools in Nigeria, but most of these computers are not necessarily readily available to the students to learn. They also lack appropriate content, and the bulk of them are just really computers where you learn word processing and things like that. So we're beginning to think of how do we tweak that such that the focus is actually not on the technology, so that when the technology becomes old, the classrooms are still structured in such a way that the latest technology can fit into the classroom. So our focus is on helping to document what we've seen so far as a nation in the use of technology in classroom, and begin to then propose what approach we should be taking. So that's the part of the research work. Then the other bit, which is incubating edtech startup, is to then begin to support startups who want to build solutions around the classrooms in Nigeria to leverage on the resources and network that we're going to create with Relearn to be able to get their solutions into schools.
And when's that launching? What is it?
So we have this first space in Abuja, and the reason why we've chosen Abuja is we want the policymakers and the government to actually be close to the work we do within Relearn as well. So the first one in Abuja, we just secured the space last week, and it's going to be launching the first week of May.